Kim Jong Un is regarded as the supreme leader of North Korea, with full ownership of the assets of previous leaders. Consequently, he leads an extraordinarily lavish life, spending up to $600 million annually on entertainment, women, alcohol, wine, and food. Additionally, Kim Jong Un possesses an impressive collection of mansions, luxury cars, yachts, and private jets which astound anyone who hears about them. However, behind this opulent facade, few people know that Kim Jong Un has done something brutal to his ex-girlfriend. Explore Kim Jong Un's lavish lifestyle and the tragic end he inflicted on his former lover. Since its inception, North Korea's communist ideology has evolved into a philosophy called Juche, placing all functional power in the hands of the supreme leader. The Mount Paektu bloodline and its affiliated families have amassed vast wealth through this system, maintaining a luxurious lifestyle even during times of scarcity and nationwide famine. As a result, Kim Jong Un's wealth is immense, and he is likened to a king with an extremely opulent and wealthy lifestyle. Given that North Korea is one of the most secretive countries on the planet, it's difficult to determine the extent of Kim Jong Un's wealth. However, the squander estimates based on United Nations statistics and expenditure reports that Kim Jong Un's net worth was around $7 to $10 billion in 2018. It is believed that the North Korean leader has a massive fortune and spends about $600 million annually. According to import trade statistics, Kim Jong Un has spent large sums indulging in his tastes for wine, chocolate, and cheese. Additionally, Kim has spent $333 million on statues of his father, grandfather, and himself. Moreover, Kim Jong Un signed off on imports worth $5.5 million from German companies in 2015. Among these imports, $113,000 was allocated for wine and champagne, $56,500 for German beer, and $123,442 for luxury items such as perfumes, deodorants, and hair care products from Germany. Statistics also reveal that Kim Jong Un spent $57,229 on Swiss watches, $66,882 on cheese from various countries, $251,726 on fishing rods from China, and $132,452 on horses from Russia. Additionally, Kim spent $1.65 million on umbrellas from China. Kim is also reported to own a $5 million super yacht, numerous bulletproof Mercedes limousines, and a private ski resort. He is said to own an island dubbed North Korea's Ibiza. Additionally, Kim is believed to own several homes, including one in Pyongyang with a 1,000-seat cinema and a nearly $10 million watch. What do you think of Kim Jong Un's assets? However, his luxury extends even further. Kim Jong Un also owns a valuable collection of musical instruments, including a Yamaha cello and an electric violin. Furthermore, North Korea imports Shih Tzu dogs from China. Kim Jong Un has reportedly spent hundreds of millions of won annually on his pet dogs, continuing his father's passion for them. Reports also indicate that Kim Jong Un was seen wearing a high-end Swiss Patek Philippe watch at the 65th anniversary of the Workers' Party in October 2010. This watch appears to be custom-made, with an estimated value of around 100 million won. According to reports, Kim spent a significant amount building a private theater for himself and about 1,000 of his closest allies. Analysts suggest that this young leader uses his wealth to win over key members of the government, consolidating his power. In a UN committee hearing, a former Pyongyang official defected and revealed that Kim acquires hard currency through activities like selling alcohol to Islamic countries and trafficking ivory from Africa to China. Kim Jong Un's assets are even more surprising due to his numerous mansions across North Korea. His primary residence is located in an undisclosed area on the outskirts of Pyongyang, featuring a large estate with a building amid lush gardens. The mansion is believed to be part of the Kumsusan Palace complex, where the late leaders Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are enshrined. It is called the Baeko House and serves as a venue for hosting important guests. The interior is designed in neutral tones with some paintings on the walls. Kim seems to have a fondness for sculpture, with numerous statues scattered around the estate. The mansion also features an underground command center for wartime, with walls reinforced with thick iron and lead-covered concrete to protect the supreme leader. The estate is surrounded by electric fences, minefields, and strict checkpoints. It is also connected to a private railway and has views overlooking an artificial lake. According to Lee Young-kook, a former North Korean bodyguard, Kim owns at least 8 mansions on the outskirts of Pyongyang. However, the North Korean government tightly monitors these properties, making it impossible to capture images of them. Kim Jong Un spends much of his time on a private island off the coast of North Korea. This is a luxury villa in Wosan Bay, a frequent retreat for many family members over the years. Former NBA star Dennis Rodman, who was invited to North Korea, described Kim's lifestyle as a 7-star party with endless drinks and entertainment. What do you think about the opulence of this leader's mansions? Feel free to share your thoughts below. His luxury doesn't stop here, as there are even more valuable assets. In addition to these assets, Kim Jong Un has an extremely valuable car collection. He is believed to own over 100 luxury vehicles with a preference for European sports cars. Kim Jong Un owns a luxury SUV, the Lexus LX600. This vehicle gained international media attention when Kim was seen using it to oversee flood relief efforts, as the Lexus LX600 is a relatively new model. Despite the UN's ban on luxury goods, including luxury cars, to North Korea, many were surprised to see this newest Lexus SUV in the leader's possession. But before this, Kim Jong Un had already made headlines for owning numerous high-end vehicles, including prestigious brands such as Maybach, Mercedes-Benz, and Rolls-Royce. During international trips, Kim's entourage includes a fleet of vehicles, with the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard being his most frequently used vehicle. This ultra-luxurious bulletproof car measures over 6 meters in length. In addition to the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, Kim Jong Un also owns a unique convertible version of the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman, which is unprecedented globally. This car is often used to transport visiting dignitaries, including the most recent visits from Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. Accompanying the armored Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard on foreign trips is a Maybach 62S, known for its privacy features such as rear window curtains, making it popular among wealthy individuals, billionaires, and collectors. In 2018, when U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo visited North Korea, Kim Jong Un arrived in a luxurious black car. Although only half of the vehicle was captured in photos, the wheel hub and distinctive design revealed it to be a Rolls-Royce Phantom. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is one of the world's most expensive luxury cars, rivaling the Maybach 62S, and Kim Jong Un's possession of such a high-value pair showcases his unparalleled luxury. Additionally, Kim Jong Un received a gift from Putin, a luxury Urus Senate limousine known as the Rolls-Royce Phantom of Russia. Alongside his expensive car collection, Kim Jong Un also owns a $7 million yacht. This 100-foot luxury yacht is a Princess 95 Mai. Earlier this year, it was reported that Kim used the yacht for a 10-day trip to the eastern regions of North Korea. According to boat industry sources, this yacht is produced by Princess Yachts, which is part of LVMH, known for luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Moet Chandon, and Christian Dior. Moreover, the North Korean leader also has a private jet. In some released images, Kim Jong Un is seen aboard a luxurious personal jet in Pyongyang before it took off for him to inspect an important project in the capital. Some sources indicate that this aircraft is an Ilyushin Il-62, a Soviet-era model. Regarding Kim Jong Un's personal life, his passion for skiing cannot be overlooked. It seems his years of studying in Switzerland fostered a love for the sport. Last year, a luxurious world-class ski resort was inaugurated at his request. This $32 million resort features 171 kilometers of ski slopes, a hotel, a helipad, and a cable car system. Reports suggest Kim Jong Un feels very comfortable at this resort due to its perfect amenities. These assets partially sketch out Kim Jong Un's lifestyle. Where does his income come from? Feel free to share your thoughts. North Korea never mentions the leader's wealth, but it always asserts that its leader is doing everything to develop and assert the country's status and is revered by the people. However, data from the United Nations shows that about 2 million North Koreans rely on humanitarian aid. Horse racing is also considered a new hobby of the North Korean leader. In a recently released photo from earlier this year, Kim Jong Un appears quite relaxed on a racehorse. According to Russian customs data, Russia exported 12 horses to North Korea worth a total of $75,509 last year. In 2015, North Korea spent $192,204 to buy 61 horses from Russia. In total, North Korea imported at least 138 horses from 2010 to 2019, with a total expenditure of $584,302, according to Russian customs data. According to the Squander, most of Kim Jong Un's wealth is held in bank accounts around the world. Central America, Europe, and Asia opened under various names. Currently, about $5 billion linked to Kim Jong Un has been found in foreign bank accounts under other people's names. U.S. Intelligence reports suggest that North Korean leaders' accounts are opened in Austria, China, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Russia, Singapore, and Switzerland. Despite his wealth, Kim Jong Un's family is not happy. Family happiness is supposed to be sacred, especially since so many people admire Kim Jong Un for always appearing happy and smiling with his wife. However, when the husband is unfaithful, it becomes a silent tragedy. Such betrayal is like a knife to the wife's heart, leaving deep wounds that are hard to heal, especially as he spends every night with a cheerful entourage of beautiful women indulging in all-night pleasures. How can his wife express her grievances if she cannot even speak them? Despite his wealth, Kim Jong Un treats his wife extremely harshly, surprising everyone. Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong Un's wife, plays a unique and mysterious role, with her image appearing frequently in state media since her public debut in 2012. As the wife of North Korea's highest leader, she had to abandon her birth name and take a new one after marrying Kim Jong Un. Analysts speculate that the name Ri Sol-ju might be a pseudonym to prevent the leakage of family relations or other important information from North Korean intelligence control. Furthermore, her entire past is deliberately concealed. Even her real name and birth year remain a mystery. This is not unprecedented. Kim Jong Un's mother, Ko Young-hoi, was also never introduced to the public. She was only identified in an official documentary titled The Mother of the Great Army, where it was revealed that her name was Ri Yuen-sil. Perhaps name changes are normal in North Korea? What do you think about this? Please share your thoughts. In addition, there is very little public information about the wife of Chairman Kim Jong Un. She might have been a singer and caught Kim Jong Un's attention during a performance. There is a North Korean singer named Ri Sol-ju, but there has never been confirmation that they are the same person. This is an intentional cover-up orchestrated by the regime. Possibly Kim Jong Un forced his wife to erase her past, unlike the usual practice of taking or keeping a name after marriage. Her birth name and even her birth year are deliberately obscured under the mandatory identity concealment in North Korea. Reports say that Ri Sol-ju graduated from Kim Il-sung University in North Korea and studied performing arts in China. As a singer, Ri Sol-ju first met Kim Jong Un during a performance at a significant event attended by many North Korean leaders. From there, a friendship and love between them blossomed, leading to marriage. But in reality, only the regime knows for sure, and no one can confirm if this is true or false. What do you think about this woman? Please share your thoughts below. Since marrying Kim Jong Un, she is now in a tightly controlled family relationship that must follow the regime's orders. Even she is banned from meeting her family or restricted in her personal relationships and connections. Ri Sol-ju is not allowed to meet her family, which is not just a matter of personal autonomy but a deliberate strategy by the regime to maintain power by isolating her from her relatives. She is even not allowed to wear jeans. Her wardrobe from the early days is gradually disappearing. Everything is being replaced with more conservative outfits, and she must get her husband's approval if she wants to wear something. Similarly, her hairstyle has not changed since the birth of their first daughter. Unlike many first ladies worldwide, Ri Sol-ju cannot appear in public on her own. It is almost impossible to see Ri alone because she is always seen with her husband. Even her children are not allowed to appear at public events. That is why, in the age of social media and the internet, not a single photo of the children has been seen. What is most notable is that while adultery and polygamy are banned, North Korean history shows that even the highest-ranking officials are not faithful. Kim Jong Un himself is an illegitimate child, proving that marital happiness is a myth. What is important for the party leader is not just creating an heir, but finding a suitable heir. Therefore, you might be surprised to learn that Kim Jong Un was not the eldest when he was declared the successor to Kim Jong-il, but he was considered the most suitable. If his wife Ri Sol-ju cannot produce an heir, he might look elsewhere without needing her input. According to some sources, Ri Sol-ju was pressured to have a child right after marriage. She was even under immense pressure to bear a son. The patriarchal mindset, which values sons more than daughters, is the reason for the forced birth of sons in North Korea. This mindset needs to be eradicated to ensure gender equality in society. Therefore, Kim Jong-un might eventually choose based on someone he believes will lead the nation, and Ri Sol-ju might be forgotten as if nothing happened. What do you think about these matters? Please share your opinions. According to secret information, Kim Jong-un also has a pleasure squad to satisfy him. This squad consists of young, beautiful girls who cater to the supreme leader at parties. Every night, Kim Jong-un organizes entertainment parties with many women. He leaves his wife alone at night and hosts private parties, spending millions of dollars. These women have to perform various acts to entertain him and senior officials in all-night revelries. The origin of the pleasure squad may date back to the reign of Kim Jong Il, the father of the current leader Kim Jong Un. The former leader Kim Jong-il believed that spending nights with young girls would make him immortal, though he died of a severe heart attack in 2011 at the age of 70. Over time, each leader adjusts the lineup according to his preferences, with Kim Jong-un favoring slender, Western-looking women. This squad is carefully selected by soldiers who are chosen by senior officials to find young girls for this role. These soldiers sometimes visit schools around North Korea to scout for beautiful and potential candidates. According to sources, Kim selects 25 virgins annually for this dubious honor from senior officials. Once selected, the girls undergo a series of tests and evaluations, their family and medical histories are scrutinized, and regular checks are conducted to ensure their virginity remains intact. North Korean leaders place great importance on the virginity of these girls because it is believed that their innocence enhances the pleasure of their service. The chosen girls are then taken away from their families, who are unaware of their whereabouts. They are informed that their daughters are participating in important government projects, but the truth is much more sinister. The girls must meet certain physical standards, such as being under 1.6 meters tall, having no scars or blemishes, and possessing a soft, feminine voice, with virginity being mandatory. Leaders must trust that the virginity of these girls enhances their enjoyment and ensures their loyalty. The pleasure squad operates within the walls of North Korea, hidden from the curious eyes of the outside world. This operation is so secret that only defectors know of its existence. The pleasure squad is divided into 3 specialized groups, each with a specific role in the elaborate parties held to serve North Korea's elite. These girls are expected to fulfill the leader's desires and engage in intimate acts, their bodies used to satisfy those in power, and they have no say in their autonomy. They are stripped of their dignity and their bodies are treated as commodities. The second group of the pleasure squad is responsible for massages. These girls are trained in the art of sensual touch, using their hands to relieve the stress and tension of the elite, expected to provide not only physical but also emotional relief. Their roles extend beyond mere physical pleasure. Ultimately, the third party is responsible for performing songs and dances, often in a semi-nude state, to entertain guests. They are trained to captivate the audience with seductive movements and performances. The atmosphere at these parties is one of decadence and excess, with the girls being objectified. North Korea has exploited the pleasure of the partygoers, with these lavish events held in Kim Jong-un's official residences in Pyongyang. These exclusive gatherings are reserved for a select few, with only 40 out of Kim's 200 associates chosen to attend. The parties can last until the early morning, driven by alcohol, women, and extravagant food. The routine at these parties is a mix of indulgence and depravity, with eating and dancing. These gatherings are a testament to the depravity and disregard for human dignity that exists among North Korea's elite. As the pleasure squad's girls have endured these parties for years, their lives consumed by the leader's demands. Behind these extravagant parties, where Ri Sol-ju is conspicuously absent each night, she faces much greater distress and sadness than her typically cheerful and happy public image suggests, due to Kim Jong-un's infidelity. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is rumored to be involved with a newly married woman who was once a pop star in the isolated country. Kim was seen in public with Hyun Song-wol, a former member of the electronic band Bo Combo, who reached the height of fame in North Korea with her 2005 single Excellent Horse Like Lady. In fact, Hyun Song-wol is Kim Jong-un's former lover. However, this relationship was opposed by the late chairman Kim Jong-il, who ordered Kim to end it immediately. Hyun is believed to have subsequently married a North Korean military officer and disappeared from the public eye. However, she later performed while heavily pregnant in Pyongyang at an event marking International Women's Day. There is no information about her husband and child. There are speculations that Kim Jong-un is having an affair, or that Hyun is being prepared to become Kim's wife, as she has appeared at several high-profile public events with him. The two have known each other since their teenage years, and rumors of their affair have circulated among Pyongyang's top elite. If this is true, it is likely that Kim Jong-un brought his lover to live in a villa outside Pyongyang during that time. It's unimaginable how this affects his wife, Ri Sol-ju. What do you think about this issue? Please share your thoughts below. According to information, before marrying Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong-un had 2 relationships with North Korean singers. It is rumored that both former lovers met a tragic end on their path to becoming the First Lady of North Korea. According to the South Korean newspaper Chosun Ilbo, the former First Lady of North Korea had to compete with another woman, Seo Un-hyang. Seo was a singer in the Unhasu Orchestra, a special orchestra that performed exclusively at the request of Kim Jong-il, the former North Korean leader and father of Kim Jong Un. Seo was considered a third party in the leader's life. She had a fairly successful singing career and was described by South Korean media as a talented and friendly singer. After graduating from a music school, Seo gained fame by appearing in several patriotic films. She was a talented actress and singer admired by many. However, Seo attracted Kim Jong Un not for her talent but for her Western-like beauty. Kim even planned to marry Seo until his close advisors suggested he choose Ri Sol-ju instead. They believed Ri resembled Kim Il-sung's wife, the revered founder of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Seo continued her singing career after Kim announced Ri as the First Lady of North Korea. In August 2013, Seo passed away suddenly with no clear cause. Many sources suggest that Seo was executed along with several colleagues from the orchestra, but this information has not been verified. In the future, if Ri Sol-ju makes any mistake, she might also face execution, so even if Kim Jong Un is unfaithful, she dares not act. Her normal life is very different from other First Ladies because Kim Jong Un makes her live as if she were invisible. Unlike many seductive wives of world leaders, her presence is carefully managed, shielded from the curious eyes of paparazzi. She is only allowed to appear in public when her husband, the supreme leader, deems it appropriate. Even her image is meticulously managed, and whispers about her mysterious absence continue to spread. It is rumored that she has been erased from photographs. This is not just a random oversight, but part of a sophisticated drama orchestrated by the regime under the spotlight. By removing her image, the regime has magnified Kim Jong-un's role as the supreme leader, reinforcing the personality cult around him. This is a calculated strategy to maintain absolute control, ensuring that all attention is focused on the leader without distraction from other factors. Kim Jong-un is excessively wealthy, extravagant and luxurious, but the dark side of his marital life is unimaginable. Ri Sol-ju endures great suffering, tolerating Kim Jong-un without daring to say a word. Wealth and luxury are likely just in wild dreams. Because Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader, ensures maximum adherence to the regime's orders, she feels as if she is living in a lifetime prison. Kim Jong-un's former lovers meet a tragic end. Before marrying Ri Sol-ju, Kim Jong-un had 2 relationships with North Korean singers. Both former lovers faced a tragic end on their way to becoming the First Lady of North Korea but failed. Kim Jong-un married Ri Sol-ju in July 2012, right after he assumed office. The former First Lady of North Korea had to compete with another woman, Seo Un-hyang. Seo Un-hyang was a singer in the Unhasu Orchestra, which performed exclusively at the request of Kim Jong-il, the late North Korean leader and father of Kim Jong-un. Seo Un-hyang was considered a third party in the North Korean leader's life. She had a successful singing career and was described by South Korean media as a talented and friendly singer. Seo Un-hyang attracted Kim Jong-un not for her talent but for her Western-like beauty. Kim Jong-un even planned to marry Seo Un-hyang until his close advisors suggested he choose Ri Sol-ju. They believed Ri Sol-ju resembled Kim Il-sung's wife, the revered founder of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. This relationship was opposed by the late chairman Kim Jong-il, who ordered Kim Jong-un to end it immediately. Kim Jong-un complied with his father's wishes, ending the relationship, and Hyun married a North Korean soldier. However, there were rumors that Kim Jong-un and Hyun continued their affair secretly afterward. It is worth noting that Ri Sol-ju was also a member of the Unhasu Orchestra. The execution of Kim Jong-un's former lovers and their orchestra members is believed to have been an effort to silence information about his wife's unclean past. So we have explored Kim Jong-un's lavish life and the real nature of his treatment of his wife. What do you think about these matters, or would you like to visit North Korea to experience it yourself? If you want us to cover another topic, please remember to comment and share with me. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next videos.